Like most of the other encampment closures, the population will scatter.
In the district today, the National Park Service closed down a homeless encampment at McPherson Square Park. The clearing was in response to a request by the deputy mayor's office due to illegal drug activity and health and safety reasons. Well, a lot of people from McPherson Square are likely to congregate elsewhere, though some resources have been provided by the district. Our Daniel Hamburg talked with a local reporter from Street Sense, focused solely on issues of the homeless. And Daniel, she says the district resources could become even tighter in a few months.
Well, Mark, shelter beds are already running near capacity, and with some pandemic-era programs ending and renovations happening this year, some fear that D.C. could run out of space. Nonprofits and the D.C. government have been working to find resources for the dozens of people kicked out of McPherson Square Wednesday, but some say it's not enough.
Being matched to a housing voucher isn't the same as actually having housing. It's currently taking like several months for people to move from the point of being identified as, okay, you're eligible for a housing voucher to actually moving into housing. Anne-Marie Kucha is a reporter for Street Sense, a paper focused on housing and homelessness, sold by many vendors experiencing homelessness. I think a lot of people are saying, you know, we would love, like, we want vouchers, like we would like to be able to get into housing, but that moving people around, people often losing contact with their case manager, might not be the best way to do that. Some people have found temporary housing in hotels through DC's PEP-V program that started during the pandemic for medically vulnerable people, but that will be ending soon. That program had about 660 beds, and there's not a firm date on closure yet, but they're not allowing more people to enter, and I think it's closing by the end of the fiscal year. Another 2 shelters will be temporarily closed for renovation this summer. Kucha says totaling 787 beds lost over the next year. But some don't want to be in shelters for safety reasons. Some advocates have called for either PEP-V to continue to be funded or for another non-congregate shelter to open. On Monday, Mayor Bowser touted a new building called the Ethel to house the homeless in apartments and give them job resources in-house, but it won't help everyone.
I only heard of this place today, just a few minutes ago. Why should that be? We are not being educated enough.
I did reach out to the D.C. Department of Health and Human Services for more specific answers about when these people are going to get into housing and just how fast this could happen, but I did not hear back. In the newsroom, Daniel Hamburg, D.C. News Now.